Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back, Pisces. We are going to get into another reading. And as you can see, I've got some cards laid out here, which was not intentional at all. This is from the Everyday Tarot. And you guys, something weird happened yesterday. So I wanted to come on here and talk about it and see if any of the messages that I was getting correlate with what's going on with you guys, and y'all can let me know in the comments. But it was so strange. So let me tell y'all what happened while I put my lotion on, right? And I get my tea stirred up because I had to make me some tea. But I hope you're doing well. First of all, don't bring anything into your life that doesn't belong. These messages are general for Pisces, so everything may not resonate with you. If you need to know anything, it's below in the description box. Y'all be sure to like the video, you guys. Let's reciprocate the energy, because there's been a few different messages that have been coming up, and let me just tell y'all what happened. So last night I was going to record a video for you guys. I was trying to record all day, but it was just a lot going on, like around the house and stuff like that. Basically, by the time the kids got home, I recorded a members reading. I recorded the full moon and Taurus reading for the diameters here. And then I uploaded that, and I had to go to the grocery store with the kids. So it just took a long time because, you know, the holidays are coming up in America. Thanksgiving is coming up very soon, and I have been asked to cook the macaroni cheese, banana pudding, and what else? Make the deviled eggs, y'all. Those are those are the things my uncle likes the most that I make. And I don't like to cook turkey or anything. He gets a fried turkey from this older lady who's been cooking them for like 20 years. So basically I was at the store and I just wanted to pick up some things for the kids to have like around the house and like eat before the holiday, but not to where it's like so much in the fridge to where we can't fit like leftovers. So I just kept thinking about like Pisces. I got to do a reading for Pisces. By the time I got home and finally got a chance to sit down, I went outside because the little cat distribution system has given me 2 little kittens outside. They don't come inside, but I just went to like check on them, see if they were okay. And I got this weird message in my mind about a pompous windbag. And that's like a person, I guess, who's very, not just long-winded, but somebody who's full of hot air, pretty much. And they're full of hot air in a very arrogant way. And I was like, because I was thinking about doing a reading the whole time I was at the store. I was thinking about you guys and thinking about doing the reading and thinking about like how much time I'm going to have to do the reading and, you know, stuff like that. But then I had to just let it go because I was extremely exhausted. But I went outside and I was like, okay, in a minute, I'm going to go up there and do the Pisces reading, like after I eat. And then I heard pompous windbag, which is crazy. And I was like, is that a message for Pisces? But I just kind of disregarded it because I'm like, okay, a lot of things come to my mind and I don't always say it. Even though it may seem like it, I don't always say it. But it was so weird, like the way it popped up as soon as I was thinking about like the reading for you guys. So I just disregarded it a little bit, didn't really do anything else with it. We ate dinner. And then while the kids were kind of like just chilling and stuff, they were in my room playing with the cats. And I saw on the side of the table, there were cards from that Everyday Tarot deck on the floor. And something in my spirit like told me that like this is the deck, and I've used it since those cards have been on the floor. Like they've been on the floor for a while. They were stuck, wedged in between the wall and the little table that I have my cards on. But I could tell that there were cards missing out of the deck because it just felt like extra light. Like when you have decks, you just know. You just feel like there's cards missing sometimes. So I was like, oh snap. It's cards on the floor, right? Because I was trying to get ready to do the reading for you guys. And I looked at the cards, and now disregard this Three of Cups. I'm going to get to that. It was the Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles, right? So Wands, Pentacles, action, physical energy, Pentacles, Wands, all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Because on the surface, it kind of didn't make any sense. And I was like, why are these cards on the floor? But then I looked at it and I was like, all of these cards are facing this Three of Pentacles. Everybody's looking at this Three of Pentacles, and that's kind of what the Three of Pentacles indicates. But it was still like not really connecting for me. Child, I turned around at my desk, and mind you, I was sitting at the desk. The kids were playing. The cats were over there. Like nothing else was over here. Nothing could have moved this card because I had them all laid out like this. I turned around for like 2 seconds, turned back around, and this card was like this. Like it was straight out. And then I was like, that was weird. So then I had this deck sitting on the side, and I just pulled an extra card. Like, what is this Seven of Wands? Three of Cups came out. So now you got 2 threes, and you have all of this energy coming from this Seven of Wands to the Three of Pentacles. Now, I'm not sure still exactly what that means, but I didn't do the reading last night because Spirit told me to kind of sleep on it, right? So boom, fast forward to me sleeping. I had a dream about this girl and I remember her name and everything. I'm not going to say her name. But we went to middle school together. And it was when I moved to Georgia from Chicago. And a lot of people were bullying me. Like I was getting bullied bad. And this girl she was irritating. And I was kind of in a headspace because my mom had just passed away, where I just did not want to be bothered. And she would like pick at me and pick at me and pick at me and pick at me. And it got to the point where I told her, like, if you keep messing with me, like she would literally like touch me sometimes. And I told her, I said, girl, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to beat your ass. And that's literally how calm my voice was. Like I wasn't yelling or upset. I just told her, like, you're not going to keep picking at me. You're not going to keep bullying me. And I'm going to beat your ass and show you why. And that's kind of like why I've had like such an issue with like bullying and things like that. Because I got bullied so bad after my mom died. Because I was in a new place. All of these kids kind of had been going to elementary school and middle school together for all these years, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't have anybody. I was just kind of like on my own by myself. And I really didn't get any friends until I went to like high school, 9th grade the next year. And I was around a lot of people who kind of were similar to me. They were from different cities, different states. Parents moved around a lot. They were kind of like the oddballs and things like that. So it got better. But I got bullied profusely, and I got in fights with people. Because that's why I said I didn't really have a lot of friends, because the friend that I did have, she ended up turning on me, bullying me too. So I get really defensive when people come at me with aggressive tones or underlying covert tones of aggression towards me. Because I've experienced it for so many years. And not only did I get bullied when I came to Georgia, but I got bullied in Chicago too at a very young age. Like I got gang stalked by these little elementary school girls. And it didn't matter what I did. They would just bully me all the time. They would take my barrettes out my hair. Like it was a really aggressive form of like hazing at a very young age. And it continued my entire life, like everywhere I went. So long story short, I had a dream about that girl in middle school last night that was bullying me. And in the dream, it's like my spirit finally stood up to her. And even though I stood up to her before, it was something about it to where it's like she was bullying me in real time, like in the dream. And it was something different about like the way my spirit responded. I can't really pinpoint it, but I could tell you it was different. And it was more so like not bully. It was not like a response from the bullying and feeling victimized. It was more so like an empowered response that kind of showcased the evolution that I've had, and not just, dismissiveness or, ignoring it, but it was a response that gave like truth to power. That's how I can describe it. And I woke up and was like, dang, that's what this is. Because the whole time in the dream, there was like a big crowd of people around. It felt like we were in a stadium in a ring, and it was a whole crowd of people around us, but it wasn't like a big publicized event. It was just like we were just standing somewhere outside, and it was like literally miles and miles of people around us. So for me, I wanted to sleep on it and bring it to you to see if there was anything that came up, and that's what came up. And for me, with the Three of Cups clarifying the Seven of Wands, it kind of feels like some of you guys may resonate with that story, and you may resonate with that dream, and you may resonate with these cards, because it feels to me like there's an awakening of your spirit to a more empowered demeanor, to where it's not like scary or foreboding. It's more so like a knowing. And it feels to me that there's a group of people, it could be related to you, could be family, could be friend groups, could be cliques, covens, whatever y'all want to call it, that are actively doing things to project some type of emotional energy towards you. Like they're projecting, they're coming from a place of deep-seated emotion. And they're projecting this energy towards you. But it's like an attack, because the Seven of Wands is like a sneak attack sometimes. And it kind of feels like people are starting to realize, because of this King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and this Three of Pentacles with these people around. And it's like kind of similar to the crowd of people that were around in my dream. It's like people are starting to realize that whoever's in this group, or whoever's a part of this organization, I want to say, or clique or whatever. Okay. People are starting to realize they're turning like I see their heads moving. So it's like the King of Pentacles was looking this way at the Seven of Wands and Three of Cups. So was the Page of Wands. So were all these people here. It's like people are gathering around you and starting to focus on you and what you're doing, what you're building, what you're working on. Queen of Cups at the bottom. Because they're hearing what's going on over here. Ooh, see? And that, I feel, is what's going on. It's like there's a group of people who are sending you very aggressive kind of attack mode type of vibes emotionally, to catch you off guard, or to sneak up on you, or just to kind of undermine you in some way. But it's not like it's affecting you. I don't even think you know about it. I don't think it's something that you have to worry about, because I always tell you guys not to be scared, to be prepared. But this is basically a message it was hidden. It was stuck in between the wall and the table. And I didn't see it but it's something that now I feel you're going to see the results of. You're building things that are quality. I'm hearing textile gifts to where you're able to build things that are quality. And there's something that was said about what you build or what you've built. There's some type of aggression that was forwarded to your project or your work. This could be coworkers too. And that aggression is a confirmation to the crowd around you that what you're building is actually quality, or what you're doing is actually worth something very valuable, which is kind of producing the opposite effect of this group of people. And the Queen of Cups is at the bottom. And yeah, whoever these people are, they're disappointed because they're being left kind of by the wayside. Whoever this person or these people are, they don't, because it could be one person, it could be a group of people, but it's like somebody doesn't want you to receive the admiration or the recognition that you deserve for something. Whatever animosity that they hold for you, they don't want you to receive the admiration and the recognition. But by them sending you these negative emotional vibes, it's causing people to look at you and I feel like it's causing people to become more supportive of what you're doing because of whatever negativity that someone is sending to you. So, I mean, we'll talk to spirit. We'll see what we need to know. But I just felt like sharing that with you guys because I think the important part of that message is not so much it's not so much about the animosity you may feel from negative people. It's more so about like that feeling I described to you guys in the dream where there was an evolution of like your soul, or well, in the dream it was me, but the message that I feel like spirit was trying to give to me is that a lot of you guys have had such a vibrational upgrade of your soul, of your spirit. You've had such a vibrational upgrade when it comes to how you carry yourself, how you speak, the confidence you have, the way you handle yourself in situations, the way you evaluate situations, your perspective. And they want you to understand that people see that and they recognize the ways that you've been able to kind of like overcome all of the obstacles that you've been facing. And it's bringing more support to you because it's like the people who supported those individuals or that person who was dogging you or sending you negative vibes, they're starting to see like, it's like they're collecting data, they're collecting information, and they're comparing what that person is saying about you to what it is that you've actually built and accomplished. And it's like what you've accomplished, what you've built, and the fact that you're choosing not to focus on the things that that person or that group is focusing on kind of proves and shows whoever's watching that it's like you're more qualified or you are more deserving of something distance. Okay. So what's the message, Spirit? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother God, for Pisces, when it comes to these messages, what did you want Pisces to know when it comes to this message? What's the point? Gift in reverse? What's the point of this message? Two more cards. Oh, finally for divorce in reverse. What's the point of this message? Self-love in reverse. Bright future. Dark times are behind you. It's your time to shine. You emerge even better, right? So this could have even been competition. People who are in competition with you. Now it's your time to shine. And you're emerging from the darkness better or evolved. Yeah, relaxing. Now, gift in reverse. There could have been people who didn't appreciate your gift for sure, who were like believing what was being said, or they were believing this nonsense. And they were really attached to it until they started seeing that whoever was sending this negativity actually kind of like hated themselves. What's the gift reversed? Five of Pentacles, yeah. Somebody doesn't have a gift, or they lost their gift, or they're being like removed. The gift is being removed or shut out. Somebody may have abused their gifts or didn't appreciate their gifts. The Lovers and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody's being abandoned because they don't really have a gift. It's like they lied about their gift, or they abused their gift, or they mistreated their gift, or they didn't appreciate their gift. So they're being abandoned either by spirit or by people, or they're being left out in the cold. No one's following them or something like that. It's like this is what someone feels called to do. This is what people feel called to do when it comes to, it's like walking away from a gift or not appreciating a gift. People are moving more towards the truth with the Ace of Swords. People are drawn to truth, clarity, positivity, victory. They're willing to make sacrifices. They're willing to give in order to receive. I feel like some of you could be witnessing this as well. Like you could be some of the people in the crowd witnessing some type of really poor behavior or bad behavior amongst a group of people. And you're starting, like maybe some of your faves are starting to show their true colors. And you're seeing that they actually don't have a gift. Or you're realizing that they misuse their gifts or mistreat their gifts or abuse their gifts. It's like people are being drawn to the truth, which is causing them to abandon something else. What's the Five of Pentacles? Thank you. Nine of Cups. This could also be a situation where someone wants to help, but they don't know how they could help. Like, if you're witnessing a person getting mistreated or something like that, They may want to give, or they may want to help, or they may want to speak up, but, or like you, if you're witnessing it, may want to do that. But it's like you feel like you can't. Six of Pentacles, Strength card. If some of you guys are in this situation where you've kind of been ostracized or made to feel like unappreciated, it's like you feel like you have a lot to give, but that people haven't been appreciating it. So Spirit is saying that's about to change, because what people are drawn to is about to change. So the courage that you've shown in this situation is going to be rewarded. What's filing for divorce in reverse? Five of Wands. The fives are significant. May could be significant. Taurus could be significant. Justice and the Hangman. Yeah, this could be a legal battle as well. That some of you guys may feel stuck in. Some type of legal argument, legal fight, legal battle. I feel like you're going to receive some type of justice for the conflict. What's the Five of Wands and filing for divorce reverse? Tower. It's like all of a sudden somebody's trying to fight to keep a contract or fight to keep something together. You could be trying to keep something. It's like, okay, if someone's trying to fight to keep something together that you want to dissolve, they could be doing it for a petty reason. I hear sirens in the distance. It's like you didn't care about this contract. You didn't care about this job. You didn't care about whatever this is until I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Now it's so important to you. Now it's, now you want to fight for it. But you didn't want to fight for it before. So you guys could be trying to dissolve something that's toxic for you, that you feel trapped in, but also were neglected in. But now whoever was neglecting you, or whoever you felt bound to, trapped with, now they want to fight to keep it together, because that's how they keep you in a subservient position. And now it's like all of a sudden it means something to them, when in reality it really doesn't mean nothing to them. This could also be a situation where you could be trying to keep something together that needs to dissolve, or it needs to be broken down with this Tower card. It may not be a divorce. It could just be a legal situation or a spiritual contract, a soul contract, something like that. The Wheel of Fortune, interesting, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, but it kind of feels like the first story more than the second story. This could also be a situation where when you didn't care about something, nobody really came at you, or nobody, like, I don't know. It kind of feels like when you didn't care, it wasn't a big deal. But now that you care, all of a sudden, now that you're really putting a lot of effort, I wouldn't say not care, right? You may not have been putting a lot of effort into something. You may have been very laxed when it comes to something that you've been doing. But now it's like when you put a lot of effort into it, and when you start to really like push forward with it, all of a sudden there's all this conflict. And it tries to like take away your peace in some way. All of this is happening because the dark times are behind you. And that there's some type of bright future ahead. And it's your time to shine. So it's like when you were in the darkness, no one really had a problem with that because you were exactly where people wanted you to be. But now that you're stepping into the light, everybody's got all these problems or gripes or issues with you. What's self-love in reverse? Ace of Pentacles. 3 of Wands and the Death card. Yeah. You can expect an opportunity to come in that's made for you. It's meant for you. It's going to open up a lot of doors. You're going to walk through a portal to receive it. It's a threshold. And it's going to transform your life. It's something that you kind of manifested, dreamed up. It could even be a childhood fantasy. This could be anything. It doesn't have to be professionally. It could be anything that you kind of want in life. What's the Ace of Pentacles with self-love in reverse? Oh, the Hermit reverse. And then it flipped up right. Some of you may be looking for this opportunity, searching for it, actively seeking it, and some of you may not. I also got a vibe where someone was finally speaking up about what they know when they were silent for a long time. Or they're speaking up about what they've discovered after being silent for a long time. Yeah, Judgment. Someone feels like it's time to speak up. See, 2 of Cups. You may call and have a conversation with a Virgo, Scorpio. Something's definitely coming back around with the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune and Justice all like popping up in the reading in different places. I feel like this has to do with Scorpio and Virgo with the Hermit and the Tower, Judgment. We saw the Death card. Pisces was the Hangman, Justice, Libra, possibly Taurus as well. Something is going to become like painfully obvious. There's something about a person that's becoming painfully obvious. And I feel like it's the fact that they don't love themselves or they have some type of insecurity or they have low self-esteem. And at first, people weren't paying attention to it. But now they're paying attention to it. Because again, what people are drawn to is changing with the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. They're starting to pay more attention to what someone says, how they speak. It could be something with like Virgo energy, Mercury, Gemini I was going to get as well earlier, I was thinking. This is interesting. So you're going to be relaxing in the near future. This could be somebody coming at you in the near future as well. Because it's something about, I mean, they could be coming at you already. Like this could be a coworker coming for you all the time at work. But it's like, where people used to believe this person, yeah, title card, where people used to believe this person, now they're starting to see through what they're saying because they're looking at them and they're looking at you and then they're looking back at them and then they're looking back at you and they're like, oh, okay. Now it's starting to add up why you really got some animosity towards Pisces because this starting to not make no motherfucking sense. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's actually helping you Because it's not only highlighting the fact that you've probably been gang stalked or, treated kind of weird, but it also highlights the fact that you actually create quality work and you love yourself and you really have a gift or a knack or a talent or a skill or an ability for what it is that you do. So what's the situation going on that Pisces is dealing with, whether they see it or not? What's the situation? Queen of Wands. Could be a fire sign, feminine, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you. You have to do something. You have to do something and you have to be confident and do it well, because if not, it's not going to work out. Ten of Cups, title card. You also love what it is that you do. That's what makes you so confident when it comes to what you say and how you present yourself. You have a vision. You have a vision, and that's the only thing that matters. And you focus on that vision. What's the Queen of Wands for Pisces? Two of Wands. It's like Aries energy may be in your chart. Something about Aries, maybe Aries season. I was getting Taurus or like May, Taurus, Gemini, but it could be Aries as well. Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Do you have a decision that you have to make, or someone is making a decision? It's confusion about a decision that needs to be made, not being sure what to do, kind of being a little intimidated or afraid to make the wrong decision. There's confusion that's causing a decision to be difficult, which is kind of intimidating you because there's so many ways that something could go. But it's like you're trying to be positive and expect the best. What's the Queen of Wands? I just heard expect the worst, hope for the best. But see, you're not doing that. It's like you're expecting the best and hoping for the best. Strength. Yeah, it's either a Leo or an Aries feminine that could be involved here. And that could be you. It feels like it's you. It feels like they're describing like your action-oriented side. So you may have Leo or Aries or maybe even Sag highly aspected in your chart, like in your sun, moon, or rising. Two of Pentacles and the Fool. And we saw that on the title card. Interesting. Yeah, and it's like weighing the options of this decision, how something could go, but still having the courage to take a leap of faith and focus on the future, look out towards the future and expect the best and hope for the best. This waiting period or this possible stagnation, maybe hesitation that you're facing right now, Pisces, it's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of your destiny. Because you carefully considering these choices or being proactively aware and cognizant of the choice that you have to make is helping to put you in the frame of mind for the future to make good decisions. You may even have to do something quickly. Three of Swords just popped out. King of Wands, Knight of Swords. So someone is going to come toward you and communicate some type of disappointment to try to like hold you back, or there could be someone saying something negative to try to hold you back. This could be someone coming towards you telling you something that they've been holding on to for a long time. And it's prompting you to it's like kind of prompting you to finally look forward and make a decision. Somebody's trying to rush in and offer some type of ceasefire because you're getting recognition. That's the situation. What is it that you want Pisces to know, Spirit, when it comes to these messages? What do you want Pisces to know? The world. A cycle is over with. You're about to understand the cycle that you've been going through. It's about to become clear what you've been going through, what you've been dealing with, why the energy has felt so stuck, why there maybe was no movement, why you could have been facing a lot of opposition. Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. But it's going to be a situation that hurts, but it's only going to hurt briefly. The majority of what's going on here is that you're going to have hope. You may contemplate for a minute about what you're figuring out, but you're not going to contemplate for that long. I feel like you've already been contemplating long enough. So it's like when some type of information comes in, or when someone comes to you or communicates with you, or this conversation is had, it's like it may make you hesitate for a minute because it's like you're processing the information. But it's like what Spirit wants you to know is you're going to get over this quickly, or you're going to move on from this quickly, or whatever you feel that causes you to kind of stop in your tracks. It's not going to affect you for that long. Yeah, Fool card. You see what I'm saying? Ten of Swords, exactly. Wow. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Swords. This is positive. Positive healing, positive progress. You're going to be happy that you focused on your vision. Wow, the Tower card popped up. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to relax, rejuvenate, rest. There could be peace in your family, peace in your household. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. Wow. Moving to a calmer, more peaceful place. In search of more fulfillment. It's like you're moving to a calmer, more peaceful place. You're being guided by your spirit team to do that. You're following the guidance. You're letting your spirit team lead you through the uncertain waters, because you know that they're going to lead you to dry land and safety and security and stability. And then all of a sudden, there's like this explosion of joy and happiness. And I don't even think you're really sure where it's coming from, but it's like because you decided to trust this process and seek out greater fulfillment, and then it happens. Yeah. Staying positive, knowing that you can get what you want, taking the risk to get it, working hard, reaping a harvest. This is for all of you who are on these, like, you know, lo-fi chill vibes where things kind of affect you, but it doesn't really affect you anymore. Like, you know the nonsense is going on. And sometimes, you know, sometimes it gets to you a little bit because we're all human. But for a majority of the time, it's more about you focusing on growth. What's the world for what this trying to tell Pisces? Seven of Wands. Ooh, child. Yeah, these kind of attacks are coming to an end. Like this kind of like sudden... It feels like you've been through a time, Pisces, in your life where you've had a lot of sudden, unexpected, surprise, sneak attack, crazy situations that come up and you're just like, really? Like, you just have not been able to catch a break. You may be trying to protect yourself from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sag, Scorpio, Virgo energy, somebody. It might be different for all of y'all. But you've been through this so many times where it's just like you're used to kind of walking through life a little bit disheveled, kind of walking through life always being on edge, walking through life. What the? Can y'all chill? You're used to doing this. You're used to being caught off guard. You're used to like, okay, this is yet another thing. So it's kind of produced this like numbness to like where you have this experience under your belt where you know that things are going to work out as long as you keep holding strong and firm to your position. But you could be trying to protect yourself from one of these people. Leo strongly. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, maybe Aries, Virgo. Yeah. You may be wanting to protect yourself legally as well in a situation. You may be going to court or filing documents to protect yourself legally when it comes to something that you're doing. But it's causing a cycle to come to an end. What's the world? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, all these battles that you've been fighting has like literally slowed you down. Or it's delayed some type of progress. Now, when it comes to what your spirit team is trying to tell you when it comes to this situation, it's kind of it's kind of just that they want you to know that you have support. You have a barrier around you. Empress and the Two of Swords. I also feel like if you're wondering, it's like they're trying to tell you why things have been happening slowly. Because there's this energy of like you being confused or not understanding why things have been moving so slowly. And you've constantly had to deal with all of these like unexpected events. That's why they wanted to explain to you what's been going on. And kind of explain that they're going to show you. Because the Eight of Cups was walking in darkness. And the Ten of Cups, Three of Cups was in the light. And then the peace was after that with the Four of Swords. Like all of a sudden there's clarity. They're trying to get you to understand why things have been moving so slowly. And why all of this kind of like keeps happening. So why is that, Spirit? Why has all this kept happening? Why are things moving so slowly? The title card. The King of Pentacles and the Magician. Somebody's been like using their money or their wealth or their finances to manipulate things behind the scenes, possibly slow you down. Yeah, they want you to know that this slowdown and this blockage is done. Freedom, the freedom that you were supposed to have is going to be given. This has been happening because look, it's like somebody's keeping this new beginning inside of this paper or they've been playing the money card. They've been trying to buy like bondage. What's the tarot title card with this Fool card on it? Ten of Wands. Yeah, somebody's been shadow banning you, blocking your titles, blocking your work in some way. It feels like gang stalking, y'all. It feels like, you know how they have those like Chinese bot phone farm things? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not trying to be racist, but it's literally in Asian countries. It's like they have like whole office buildings where they have thousands of phones on the wall and they just are bot accounts. It's really like more prominent in gaming and stuff. At least that's, I'm not going to say it's more prominent, but that's where I heard of the whole situation. And they just program these phones to constantly like click on a certain video, but they run it from like one computer. So they have all these thousands of phones on the wall, but there's a program on the computer where it basically whatever they click on at the computer, all of those thousands of phones will click on it. And they use the programming software to like leave comments on videos and boost up the video in the algorithm and make the views go up. It's like how people buy views and stuff like that. So there could have been a situation where somebody was buying views. There could have been a situation where somebody shadow banned you or you were getting gang stalked. But it feels like it's coming from like that type of situation. There's going to be some type of proof of that coming out. This could be something that's being targeted to combat, like by online companies or something like that. The world is here. The world is in the Two of Wands and then the title card. So it just kind of feels like this might be a career reading, like, or some type of issue with a group of people. Like, I don't know if you're in MLMs or any type of church group or whatever. I don't know what you involve yourself in, but it's like some type of gang stalking or bullying is being exposed, and a large group of people is gonna like witness. Like, it's like your spirit team is setting it up to where a large group of people are going to bear witness to not only what was uncovered when it comes to what happens to you or what happened to you, but also they're going to bear witness to like who you actually are and what it is that you actually do and what talents, gifts, skills, and abilities you have. It's like people who aren't really that gifted or people who really don't have talent, you know, they get propelled to the top. How? Why? You get what I'm saying? Whatever backing, whatever that King of Pentacles was doing on the back end, underneath the, you know, under the rug or behind the scenes, under the surface, it feels like it's getting exposed. There could even be somebody who is getting fired, let go, laid off, let go, laid off. Because of some like legal blunder. It's like embarrassment to a company, so they're getting laid off. What's the title card? Ace of Cups. Yeah, it just kind of feels like somebody wanted you to give up, because usually the Ten of Wands, it's like you're right there, you're right there, you're right there. But then you keep feeling like you're right there, you're right there, you're right there. And then it's like, am I really right there? You know? Like, so it's like, it kind of feels like somebody wanted you to feel blocked or feel burdened or feel exhausted or feel, you know, like you would never reach the pinnacle of this success, or you would never reach the finish line of something, or you would never get there. Somebody could have even been doctoring like results in a situation, altering documents, things like that. It's like somebody wanted you to feel like the situation was just out of your reach, just out of your grasp, forever and ever and ever, perpetually into infinity. And I just feel like that was why things were moving so slow, was because someone was literally, keeping their hand on the wheel. Yeah, Seven of Swords. But see, when the sun comes up and when everything is put out on the table, you're going to feel good about yourself that you pushed through. That was whoever this is planned to like make you feel this way. Keep you in a box. What's the Seven of Wands? Wheel of Fortune. It's like all of a sudden things just kept going downhill. Yeah, Devil, Queen of Pentacles. To like try to take you off your focus. What's the Knight of Pentacles? What's the Knight of Pentacles? Emperor. Constantly moving the goalpost. Yeah, that's the same. King of Pentacles. Could definitely be a Taurus. Aries energy. Ooh, and a Justice card. Yeah, someone was manipulating your results or manipulating your numbers or manipulating your pay, or it's like they were manipulating metrics of some kind. It was some type of metrics. But whatever this is, Spirit is saying it's over. Somebody could have even been manipulating the legal system, bribing people. Ciao. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Yeah. Somebody manipulating the legal system behind the scenes? What's the Ten of Wands? Six of Swords. Yeah, to keep you from doing what that Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Swords said. Celebration, happy family, happy life, peace, all that type of stuff. From following the path. It's like they wanted to stop you from following your path. Having some type of freedom. Yeah, Chariot Sun. So they literally wanted to keep you in a box. But so it's coming up because now people are seeing what this person is doing. What's the Strength? Ten of Swords. Yeah, you kept your wits about you. You kept yourself positive in this situation. You're like, it's gonna be over. Somebody's gonna come help me, or it's gonna end. It's gonna be over. It's not gonna last forever. Nothing lasts forever, including the hard times, good times and bad times. Nothing lasts forever. Fool card and the Hierophant. Yeah, you kept your faith that you would be free in the situation, or that you would finally get this new beginning. I feel like you're also deciding to take matters into your own hands. Taking matters into your own hands, period. What's the Two of Wands? It's like you're not sitting around waiting for somebody to save you. I don't think you were ever really doing that. But I feel like there was a point where you just kind of like... It's like you weren't looking for somebody to save you, but you were like, look, Spirit, I need help. And it's like help may have not come. So that could have been what Spirit was trying to tell you too. It's like, help yourself. Do what you gotta do. Two of Wands. What's the Two of Wands? Ooh, the Devil. Yeah, you've been having to make a lot of decisions. From like a wounded place. And I'm not saying you were being a victim. What I'm saying is, when I say you had to make a lot of decisions from a wounded place, it's like you were debilitated outside of your control. You were forced to, like, somebody kept putting you through like pain. Sirens. It's not that you were wounded. Somebody kept trying to wound you, and they kept trying to manipulate situations to wound you. So even though you yourself did not see yourself as being debilitated, or you yourself didn't see, yourself as being a victim, it's like somebody kept attaching you to this loss, or they kept doctoring the results or something like that to make you have some type of fucked up reality. But I feel like your confidence outweighed whatever this is. So somebody's like upset that their plan didn't work, or somebody's upset that you escaped. It's crazy. What's the Ace of Wands? I'm telling you, people's true colors. Five of Wands, see? That's crazy. Every time this person wanted to fight with you, you responded with love. Every time this group or these people or this person wanted to argue and bicker, you responded with love. I also feel like you adapted to your situation in a way that benefited you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you adapted to it in a way that benefited you. Kind of like someone who may be... I have some horrible analogies popping up in my head. It's like someone who's in a hostage situation, and then they like befriend the hostage, or not the hostage, but they befriend their captors. And then they work with their captors to try to help their captors get what they want, because if their captors get what they want, then hopefully they'll be free, type of energy. Ooh, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups showed itself, Five of Wands. So it's like you played the game a little bit because you had to. What's the advice for Pisces in this situation? Well, no. What's the outcome in the near future? That's what I want to see. Oh, bitch. Judgment. It's coming back around. The wake-up call is here. Sun card. All of this is going to be revealed. People are going to be able to see your work now. You're being freed. I feel like Key and Peele? I feel like people are going to start to see the value in your work. What's the Judgment? Three of Cups. Five of Cups. I just heard making up for lost time. Somebody's really regretting what they did because they did it over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's like now that something good is happening or there's going to be some type of celebration for you. I'm telling you, these readings, a lot of y'all may not resonate. Some of y'all may get hints of it or notes of it. That's why I kind of talk about the past, and Spirit brings up things from the past to like help you relate to it, because a lot of what I'm talking about probably isn't going to resonate for another like 3 to 6 months. It's just to fortify you so that you don't give up, so that you keep going. This Three of Cups was clarifying the Seven of Wands earlier. Then we have the Seven of Wands out here. We saw the King of Pentacles. We didn't see the Page of Wands, but, you know. Ooh, excuse me. There's a group that's getting called out. There's an organization or a group that's getting called out. And they're going to feel fucked up. What's the Three of Cups? Ooh, the Lovers. Ooh, the Ace of Swords. What? I told y'all. Clarity, victory, truth, sacrifice, but also compassion. That's the sign of a true leader. The crown is on the sword. That's the sign of a true king, queen, emperor, empress, whoever. Is not only to be honest and truthful, but also to be compassionate and loving and to know, you know, what needs to be sacrificed, when it needs to be sacrificed, how it needs to be sacrificed in order to get what you need to get. The truth is drawing people in. And it's going to be celebrated. And I feel like you were on the right side of history. Pisces, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Somebody might be going to jail. I'm telling you. Whoever this Emperor, King of Pentacles energy is, whoever was working with this person or this group or this entity or this corporation or whatever the fuck, they are going to jail. Because I feel like they could have done something. Like if somebody was taking bribes, if somebody was getting paid under the table, if somebody was fucking with documents and records, if somebody was messing with money behind the scenes, this could be a bank. This could be some type of bank. This could be somebody fucking with your pay. Whatever was going on behind the scenes, I'm telling you, when that shit comes out, like if you have somebody who's avoiding some type of legal repercussions because they're paying somebody or bribing somebody under the table behind the scenes, whoever that person is, not only is the person who's bribing going to get in trouble, but whoever was goofy enough, doofus face ass enough to listen to this fucking, I don't even know a good insult. It's a dumpster fire, y'all. It is a dumpster fire. Because whoever was stupid enough to risk their whole career and their life to do whatever this is for this person, gonna be feeling real. They gonna, man, when I tell you in that jail cell, they gonna be looking stupid as fuck. Dumpster fire. This is insane. Aries, Capricorn, Leo. I wanted to say Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, Sag, Taurus, Aquarius. Hell, everybody, bitch. The only person I don't see out here is Cancer, but we saw the Chariot earlier, so I don't know, child. It could be anybody. What else does Pisces need to know in this situation, Spirit? Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcomes. So something's going to work out positively for you. Ace of Swords. If you make a choice to compromise right now, Pisces, things will work out for you. You're being guided to compromise in order to resolve a conflict. But it doesn't mean compromise your rights. It just means you know what it means. I don't really give a fuck. Okay, y'all can't be so drastic in the comments. Y'all know what I mean. You're being guided to find a peaceful resolution surrounding faith. It also says intuition and dreams, which I did have that dream, and healing. Ooh, spiritual attack, karma, divine intervention, facing demons. Yeah. You were guided through this conflict towards the resolution so that you basically would stop getting attacked spiritually. What else does Pisces need to know? Pictures. Oof. Regrets, reminiscing, missing you. Somebody's in jail with your pictures on the wall. Missing you. Somebody's going to jail, y'all. Somebody is fighting to go to jail. Fighting to go to jail? Freudian slip. Somebody is fighting not to go to jail. Push and pull, power struggles, imbalance, stubborn. Thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. See? Somebody has an inner conflict about this. About what they did to you, knowing it was wrong. There's these feelings. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, Five of Wands. Like, somebody has these conflicting feelings that I don't even think really have anything to do with you. It's more so their own shit that they're not dealing with. One more card. What does Pisces need to know? Making it rain, child. Manifest in abundance. Legal matters in your favor. Unexpected money. Promotion. Entrepreneur. Did I fucking lie? It's a dumpster fire. But you're on the right side of history. So whatever you did in the past, you did the right thing. Whatever you did, present moment, you're doing the right thing. Hurting, crying, depressed, sorrow, pain. Pop-up, surprise visit, reaching out in person. Yeah, so somebody's going to tell you about something that happened. And I don't know if this directly affects you. Because again, earlier, I was kind of feeling like maybe you're witnessing this happening to someone else. And you're hearing about it. But there's really nothing that you felt like you could do about it. But you're just hearing about it and dealing with it. But there's going to be a sudden influx of cash or success or resolution to a difficult situation where you were being spiritually attacked. There's like some type of sudden resolution to this. That's crazy. I really don't know what else to say. I'm going to do a Pisces RS card. What's the advice overall for Pisces? What's the advice for Pisces, Spirit? It's raining today, y'all. I'm just tired. Rebel or rebel. Yeah, it's like you went against the grain or you decided to go your own way when everybody was following the crowd and it put you on the right side of history. And whatever else I said earlier. Breakthrough. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to go your own way and teach people how to do it as well. That's why abundance is coming towards you. Don't follow the crowd. Do something different. Even that keeps coming up too as well, Pisces. A lot of you guys have innovative ideas. A lot of you guys don't necessarily like things going a certain way, or you don't agree with how things are going, or you have a different flair, a different style, a different swag, and your spirit team is trying to like pull that out of you because you are meant to go a different way. And I feel like you're gonna break through something, or you're gonna break a barrier because you have a very unique perspective, a very unique state of mind, a very unique set of experiences. And it's like, it just feels like they want you to highlight that, move with it, and allow it to make you successful in every aspect of your life. Not just with money, but like with every aspect of your life. They just don't want you to have to constantly keep dealing with these back and forth issues. So if you have to be a rebel, if you have to go against the grain, not to be contrarian, but because that is your true perspective, then so be it. Because some people are going against the grain for shock factor. Some people are going against the grain and being contrary for attention or shock factor, or to get views and clicks. It's like you just being you just being who you are would be considered to go against the grain. So it's like, instead of you being who you are, it's like you're being something that you're not, to prevent the waves, or to prevent rough feathers from being ruffled. And your spirit team is like, you heard that beep? Bitch, ruffle the feathers. Okay, I'll see y'all. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to catch the vibe. Remember, Pisces, this is our circle boost. See y'all. Book your readings. Bye.